Before we begin, I want to ask you two questions. 1. What do you think spiritual practice really is? Is it reading lots of Buddhist scriptures, meditating every day, chanting mantras, clearing energy? 2. Is reincarnation truly a form of punishment? I used to think this way too, but later I realized that many people have practiced for years, yet their lives haven't actually become easier. So today, I want to talk about one core question. 1. If spiritual practice truly works, what is it really changing? In this video, we won't talk about meditation, frequency, or techniques. Instead, from the perspective of soul growth, we'll explore 3 things you will gain. 2. You'll understand why life keeps repeating, why you keep meeting similar people and falling into the same kinds of emotional whirlpools. 3. You'll completely reframe what spiritual practice really means, possibly the opposite of what you've heard before. I'll give you 3 clear steps to help you break out of old reaction patterns. Today, we'll explore a universal law together, the spiral law of soul growth. So what exactly is the spiral law of soul growth? Simply put, soul growth is not a straight line, it's a spiral. Every experience exists to accumulate and integrate lessons for the soul. If a certain lesson isn't fully integrated, it will reappear later in life. That's why you keep encountering similar situations and similar people. It's like playing a game, if you haven't acquired the ability a level truly requires. The storyline keeps repeating until you clear the level at the level of consciousness. On a larger scale, this world is actually like a massive program. People often think we're born as blank slates, but in reality, we enter the system with default settings, family structure, interests, thinking patterns, and more. These are pre-written lines of code. Most of the time, our lives are just these old programs running automatically. You think you're making choices, but you're really just executing default responses triggered by conditions. Only when your consciousness structure changes, when your logic of judgment shifts and your emotions stop running on autopilot, does the program pause. Then, in similar situations, you're finally able to make a different choice. Doesn't this sound a lot like spiritual practice? When it comes to spiritual practice, many people treat it as emotional soothing, moral improvement, or a series of formal exercises such as sitting meditation, chanting, accumulating merit, or studying spiritual knowledge. But this kind of practice, which keeps adding things onto the self, is essentially just stacking new ego structures. You may look more spiritual, but inwardly, you're not actually freer. The kind of practice I believe in is not about adding, it's about shedding. Shedding your attachment to identity, shedding fixed thinking patterns, emotional inertia, fear and desire, and your conditioned view of the world. Like peeling an onion, layer by layer, removing the selves that aren't real until the soul's original light can emerge. This also reshaped my understanding of reincarnation in Buddhism. Many people see reincarnation as punishment, but to me, it's simply repetition without awareness, repetition without self-observation. When someone lacks inner awareness, they keep replaying the same experiences, the same events, the same kinds of people, the same themes. Nothing at the core changes, only the outer shell, the characters, the setting. So spiritual practice and the spiral law of soul growth are essentially the same thing. By continuously shedding old self-structures, consciousness stops running on autopilot. And in similar situations, you gain the ability to pause, see clearly, and choose differently, allowing the soul to genuinely move upward. Once you understand all of this, the question becomes very practical. When the same storyline shows up again, what can we actually do? Here, I've summarized 3 key steps. Step 1. Notice what you're repeating. Most people stay trapped in loops because they don't even realize they're repeating the same emotions, the same relationship patterns, the same inner reactions. For example, always being ignored, always people-pleasing, always losing control, always betraying yourself. The moment you become aware of this, you've already moved to a higher turn of the spiral. Step 2. Stop the automatic reaction. Once you notice it, don't react right away. Understand that your previous reactions were old programs running. The moment you pause, You've temporarily stepped out of the program and into a space where choice becomes possible. Step 3. Consciously choose again. When you encounter a similar situation, ask yourself, if I weren't acting out of habit, what would I choose to do? These 3 steps are not techniques, but a form of consciousness training. They won't instantly erase all repetition, but they will stop you from being dragged along by it while you're inside it. So today's content is fairly short. Let's wrap it up. Life's repetitions are not punishments. They are lessons for soul growth. You will keep encountering similar people and situations. Real growth happens when, within repetition, you become aware, make a different choice, and shed unnecessary self-structures, allowing the soul's original light and freedom to emerge. And finally, I hope that the next time a familiar storyline appears, you can pause for just 1 second. Don't rush into an automatic reaction or a fixed conclusion. Even the slightest difference in your response is already real growth for the soul. See you in the next episode.